Hey, welcome to the Math Review. In this question, we're being asked to find the value of 8 over 9 divided by 4 over 5. In this question, I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to answer this question using the standard method, and then I'm also going to answer it using the cross-cancellation method. So let's start by rewriting our question here. Now, since we have a division of fraction question, let's use that method called KCF. Now, although KCF might sound like the name of a fast food chicken restaurant, it actually stands for keep, change, flip. So what happens is we'll keep the 8 over 9 exactly the way it is. The C stands for change. So we're going to change this division into multiplication. And the F stands for flip. So we're going to take this 4 over 5 and flip it so that it becomes 5 over 4. The bottom became the top, and the top became the bottom. So now that we have a multiplication of fractions question, that's not too bad. All we have to do is multiply the top numbers to get the top of our answer, and then multiply the bottom of our fractions to get the bottom of our answer. So we've got 8 times 5, which equals 40. And then we've got 9 times 4, which equals 36. Now what I would do here is, these numbers are kind of big and they're both even. So rather than trying to convert this to a mixed number, I would reduce it first. So I know I can divide both 40 and 36 by 2, but I could also divide it by something a little bit bigger. I could divide it by 4. So let's do that. 40 divided by 4 equals 10. And 36 divided by 4 equals 9. So we've got 10 over 9, but that's improper. So what we should do now is take this improper fraction and convert it to a mixed number by dividing the top by the bottom. So I'll put 10 inside the division house and 9 outside the division house. 9 can go into 10 one whole time. 1 times 9 is 9, and when I subtract that, I get 1. So since 1 is my remainder, it becomes the top of the fraction in my mixed number, and then the divisor becomes the denominator. So my final answer is 1 and 1 over 9. Now, that there was a lot of work, let's see how the cross-canceling method compares to that. We're going to start the same exact way. We're going to rewrite the question that we were given. And again, since it's a division of fraction question, we're going to use KCF. Again, KCF stands for keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep 8 over 9 exactly the way it is. I'm going to change the division into multiplication. And then this 4 over 5 is going to get flipped. So the top will become the bottom, and the bottom will become the top. So 4 over 5 will flip to become 5 over 4. Now here's where the cross-canceling kicks in. Let me actually zoom in a little bit. Now what happens with cross-canceling is we look at our fractions diagonally. And if they can both be divided by the same number, we do that division. And that gives us smaller numbers to work with. That's why cross-canceling is so helpful. So let's look at 4 and 8 first. Can 4 and 8 be divided by the same number? Absolutely. They're both even, so they can both be divided by 2. But let's go with something bigger. 4 can actually divide both of these, so let's use that. 8 divided by 4 will be 2. So I'll cross that off, and I'll put a 2 here. And 4 divided by 4 will be 1. So I'll cross that off, and I'll put a 1 here. Now let's look the other way. 9 and 5. Is there any number that can divide both 9 and 5? Unfortunately, there isn't, so we just leave it as it is. But the next step, what I like to do is I like to rewrite the fractions based on what changed because of the cross canceling. So now my top is 2 and my bottom is 9. So I'll write 2 over 9. And now I've got 5 on top on this side and 1 on the bottom. So we'll put times 5 over 1. And now that we have these numbers here, these two fractions, we can just multiply them. 2 times 5 equals 10. 9 times 1 is 9. So again, we've gotten to the step where we have 10 over 9, but we didn't have to worry about reducing later on. So here we've got 10 over 9, and I'll convert that from an improper fraction into a mixed number. So let's do the work over here. Again, 10 will go inside the house of division. 9 will go outside the house of division. 9 goes into 10 one whole time. 1 times 9 is 9. I'll subtract that and get a remainder of 1, which means that my remainder here is 1. And my denominator will be my divisor, which is 9. So regardless of whatever method you picked, whether it was the regular method or cross-canceling, you still got the answer of 1 and 1/9. Although I tend to favor cross-canceling because it gives us smaller numbers to work with. Which method did you prefer? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching our video on the math review. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. We might use your question in our next video. And if you found this lesson helpful, please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And it would really help if you share this and our other videos to any of your social media platforms. See you next time on the Math Review.